Hey y'all, what's going on? We ain't gonna stay long. It's a Thursday night, and I want to say most everybody probably got work in the morning. But we gonna talk a little bit because some stuff done went on at this Versus. I don't know if I was the only person watching at the edge of my seat, but I would think that everybody was a little shook up. Chaka scared us, honey. So we got to talk about them and a few other people tonight. You know how we do. And furthermore, like this video. If you already liked it, thank you so much. If you haven't, it ain't too late. Jump on it. Please like the video. Share the video if you like. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed so we can start talking. Now, before I start greeting everybody, let me tell you, y'all, I messed up so bad. When I first set this live up, I set it up for tomorrow night. If it hadn't been for JC, that messaged me and was like, "Did you mean to set that up for 24 hours from now?" I'm like, no, that ain't what I meant to do at all. But I think that's the case of the girl is tired and almost about to pass out, like I'm out on my feet. But I'm glad y'all are here. And let me go ahead and greet everybody so we could just start talking, right? That's what we like to do. Lala Chanel, how you doing, girl? Learning to love myself. Good to see you. Lala say perfect timing. Just finished studying. Hey, Rochelle. Marva, how are you? Nika, good to see you. How you doing? All right, all right. The beautiful Cece Miller is here. She said she's going to try to hang for a little bit. We ain't going to stay long, girl. We're going to get in. We're going to jump in, jump out. Hey, Auntie Eva, how are you? BJ Dez, you made it. Astute Queen B, good to see you. All right, there go my sister Spiller. I can't do nothing without her. There go my, and that's my good sis Marilyn McGowan. It's good to see you as always. It's the voice, y'all. It's Latavia, Diamond Pearl Gym. Hey girl, what's going on? She said there was a Ciroc swimming pool in Shaka's dressing room. I believe it. I ain't seen the dressing room, but I believe everything you just said. Hey DT, that's right. Tell them please, y'all like the video. You say you cooking dinner. So you're going to be here and there. I know that's right. Quiet Storm 87. Hey, boo. All right, Country Mama. What's up, girl? Glad you up in here. Dr. J, 1913. Sis, how you doing? It's good to see you as well. All right. JC, you made it? All right, all right. Easy Breezy, you made it. Hello. Queena, you at work or you off? What you got going on, girl? Hey, happy to be happy. Yolanda Franklin. Hey, boo. Tracy. Hey, Tracy. All right. Okay, so listen. Let's talk about this Versus. You know, that's the first thing we got to talk about, and we can't skip. We got to go on and get into this thing real quick. Real quick. First of all, I want to say this before I say anything else about the Versus. Those ladies look beautiful. It was absolutely shocking and alarming how beautiful they looked. They were absolutely lovely. And I mean lovely. Okay, so I like that. I did love the fact that they had their hair matching. They was rocking the burgundy hair. You know, you got to be a certain age to rock that burgundy hair and make it make sense. So that was cool. And that's about where it stopped. Other than Stephanie Mills, if I got to tell the truth, Stephanie Mills was wonderful. Her voice was on point as always. Like, when is she not on point is the question. That is the real question. When is she not on point? Her voice was amazing. Absolutely amazing. But in the end, I feel like Chaka Khan stole the show by the way she was, you know, and I'm not going to say she was drunk, but I'm going to say this. I believe somebody was drinking something and it wasn't water. Now, I'm just going to say that. Is that safe to say, y'all? That somebody was drinking and it wasn't water? I think that's a safe thing to say. What? Hey, Trav. Okay, I was about to say, where you been? I should have sent out a search party. It's so good to see you. So, yeah, that happened, and that was real crazy. Cheryl Cooper, did I see you come in? I think I did. Hey, Cheryl. But yes, so it was absolutely amazing to watch her. I'm gonna say this: I was real scared for a couple of junctures. It was real scary because I was sitting there, and I'm like, and I said a few times, if I see that lady fall, I'm turning everything off. I'm turning it off. I'm not watching it. Um, like I said, Stephanie Mills. Not only did she sing great, let me just put this out there for the record. This is just for the record. I like that Stephanie Mills is a real sister. And when I say Stephanie Mills is a real sister, she saw that her sister was in trouble and she held her all the way down. She made sure that it was like, I'm going to help you sing if we got to, girl. We're going to get this thing done. Auntie even say Stephanie was gracious towards Chaka to me. She held Chaka up. Yes, that's her sister. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm always saying. If that's your sister, act like that's your sister. You can fuss and fight, tongue and teeth fall out, family don't. If that's your people, that's your people. You say Chaka was off that rock, man. Look, it was crazy. Did y'all see how she was tipping around in them heels? And the comment section, y'all. I gotta read y'all some of them comments. The comments were ill. DT say Auntie Chaka Khan. I'm happy she sang a couple of songs, but she got me with how she was today. Yeah, it sounded like she was singing something. She was drinking something. I believe that something was off. Maybe it was medication. Oh yeah, Stephanie always been a class act, and this is why we love her. This is why we love Stephanie Mills. Like she said, we sisters. If you mess with Chaka, you mess with me, and that's exactly how we supposed to get down. And I love every bit of it. It was beautiful. Chaka scared the hell out of me, but it was good to see them sisters act like sisters. Yolanda say Queen Stephanie and Queen Chaka and the show on back. Okay. Nihar, hey girl. I'm telling you, it was wonderful to see how they kind of, she not only did Stephanie stand in for her, that Chaka allowed herself to lean on her sister. That was the bomb. That was the bomb. Hey, Helene. I really couldn't get over it. It was wild. The comment section was so crazy. Hey, Delicia. Trev, what you say? Stephanie knew what was up, but I'm glad they changed Chaka to them boots. Man, look, even in the boots, she was stumbling. So I don't know. Yeah, Stephanie kind of had to carry the show. Chaka wasn't in no condition. Chaka was in no condition. When she was in those heels, I was so afraid she was going to fall. And at one point, y'all, I saw for myself that her knees buckled. At that point, I was kind of shook, like, okay, now this ain't really that funny. And I just kept saying, if that lady fall, I'm turning the channel. Straight up. If that lady had fell, I was definitely turning the channel. Ain't no way I was going to watch that. Cece said, I'm glad Chaka took them heels off, but the moon boots about took me out. Cece Miller says, I don't think they would have looked like moon boots so much if she hadn't been walking like they were heavy, like they had weights on them. She looked like she had just touched down for the lunar landing. I'm like, Chaka, girl, what are you doing? Hey, Queen Mermaid, I'm glad you popped in. Rochelle said first they were saying that the show was not coming on. Well, it came on. Gabby Twin, hey boo, said I'm sure they asked Chaka's daughter to go on that stage. Yes, and I'm glad she did go on. And she's such a pretty girl. She favors her mother. DT say it's 16 of y'all ain't hit the like button. Please hit the like button to help your sister out. I appreciate that. Now, Film 5555 said, I love when Chaka said the white folks don't want R&B from blacks. They only want it from Justin Timberlake and Adele. The total truth. I'm telling you, man, Stephanie is one of the realest. She is one of the realest, and you just gotta love her. Yeah, listen, that lady, I was just glad she made it to the chair. I was just glad she made it. Angie, you say that lady was flammable as a bad wig, as a synthetic, huh? Yeah, Chaka did lose a lot of weight. Mm-hmm. Yep, she was at her 1970s weight. Well, see, Nee, what happened was, now I don't know if you're aware, about maybe 7 or 8 years ago, Chaka pulled all that weight off. She put some of the weight back. What you saw tonight was some of the weight coming back. Chaka went on a liquid diet. Now, when she first dropped that weight, and it didn't take, it took a little time, but it wasn't like years. I was impressed, and I was like, okay, what I gotta do? And she said liquid diet, and I said, I will keep my hips. Thank you. But yeah, she put some of the weight back. Vanessa said, okay, I knew y'all was going to be cutting up tonight. Listen, Chaka the one covered up. She's the one that was cutting up. She showed out. DeJean McClellan say, I heard for All-Star Seasons 3, it's going to be Karen and Giselle, Dina Dolores from New Jersey, Nene, Kim and from Atlanta, Shannon, and Alexis from OC. Now, girl, that's what you call the All-Star cast. Thank you for the super chat, DeJean. I got some news on that too, so you might want to stick around. Okay, it's a little gossip. It's a little gospel. It's all out there in social media, so once it becomes gossip, it's fair game, and we gonna talk about it. You say you think she had fun before the show? I think so too. I do believe it. So let's get some of these comments. These people are crazy, right? So one person says, I don't know who this guy is, but he has a blue check mark. It's a lot of blue check marks of people we don't know. So he's MPR Rich. He said, where's the Sandman when you need him? This was in the beginning. I was done. Somebody said, someone stop her. This is embarrassing. Chaka's living her best life. Somebody named Gabby says, giving very much drunk auntie. Hey, SFF. Let me see. Someone pointed out that somebody on the side of the stage was telling Chaka to stay seated. Yeah, and she needed to. Then there was a comment. Somebody say, who has the coffee? Stephanie is a real friend. She did need some coffee. Somebody said that the event should have been sponsored by water. And I agree with that. Water definitely should have sponsored this event. Nihar said you could tell the kind of people Chaka was around by now. Has around her by how her daughter had her purse on her. You know what, Nihar, you crazy. I forgot you was crazy. But I did notice she had that pocketbook over her shoulder. When you put it across your body and it's tucked up under your arm, like Sophia from the Golden Girls. I seen that. It was a cute little sparkly bag, but I was wondering why she did it like that. That's true. Hey, G, darling. Oh, the game was good. Her team won. Well, she's a cheerleader, but her school won 43-10. It was a basketball game. Yeah, we saw her daughter. I think she's a cute girl. Yeah, man. Stephanie Mills is the real MVP. She made the show tonight. And not even with her magnificent singing. I feel like Stephanie Mills made the show because she showed us real sisterly love, and that is the bomb. You say, I still love Chaka. I adore my funny Valentine from Waiting to Exhale, and the remake of Jackson 5's got to be there. Oh, yes. Oh, you can't help but to love Chaka. Child, please. And I love the fact that Stephanie was helping her get through them songs. Hey, Deandra. SFF says Stephanie carried the verses. I like both ladies, but I'm not sure if Chaka went back to her old habits. She was ready to go, and the daughter needed to go with her. The screaming. Yeah. It was a special moment. I don't know what happened, but we love Chaka. We love Chaka. But I do agree with this lady who said water should have sponsored this one. Somebody else was in the chat talking about next time make them take a breathalyzer. I was mad at that. And then Timberland shady too. He talking about Chaka just getting warmed up and then put the eyeballs. Okay, somebody told her to stay away from the Rufus days. And then this other person with a blue check mark, I don't know who it is, somebody named Belair. Well, he's Belair official, and he said this is the part of the night when I start packing my to-go, please. Okay? And then Fat Joe. Now, let me say this. I'm kind of sick of Fat Joe constantly trying to find a way to shade black women. Fat Joe popped his no-neck having behind in there talking about I tried to tell y'all. What the hell did you try to tell anybody, Joe? Who asked you? Let's cover that. Who asked you? Okay. CC Miller say kudos to them both being in their 60s and not even taking a break. Right. And how about the fact that Stephanie Mills was dancing around that stage all night long? I couldn't have done it for 20 minutes, not with this knee and this weight. But she did it all night. She pranced her little cute tail all back and forth that stage all night long. Vanessa said her daughter is cute, but them boos were wanting to jump out on the stage. Well, I think, I guess that's par for the course. That's how they're doing it these days. That's what I think. Say you wanted her to do My Funny Valentine so bad. Oh, yes. Honey. When Chaka is herself, her voice is like, it's just electricity. Helene, what you say? You used to seeing Chaka with her band and backup singers. I saw both ladies in person. They are so little. Oh, yeah. Teeny tiny. That's what they said. I'm telling you, that's the kind of stuff that people were saying, y'all. Hey, Sandy Storm, how you going? How you doing? Reed, you say Timberland knew he was wrong for that. That was so messy. Sitting up there talking about she just warming up and then put the eyeballs like, y'all know I'm lying, but let me just say it. Yeah, her voice is still, but it's like it's so much smoother now that she's older. Lord, Nihar say the people around her isn't to be trusted. When you paying people to look out for you and your child and you can't trust to lay your purse. Wait, can't trust to lay her purse with you for 20 minutes. That's the problem. Yeah, right, because she wasn't even out there that long, but she couldn't even leave her bag. Yeah, that is crazy. Now, Trev, that's the question. Who is he compared to those two iconic, legendary, phenomenal, divine sisters and their voices? Like, let's be clear. Even if Chaka was drunk Chaka's voice still is worth more than Fat Joe's entire existence. But he's always trying to shade black women, and I'm real sick of him. All right, shut your mouth, Fat Joe. Put some food in your mouth. Hell, we know you like food. Lord DT said, why was Fat Joe in the chat? We didn't want him or his dingo looking self in that chat. You so crazy. You know what? She does favor Chaka Khan. I think it's that nose. Because both of them kind of have like little pointy noses. Reed say Joey Crack can't even walk. Go look at him on the beach with no shirt, on which parental discretion is advised. And if he keep walking around there with no shirt, Peter gonna show up and try to rescue him. That's what's gonna happen. Oh yeah. Chaka got so many hits. She does. She absolutely does. Nee says Fat Joe was Team Stephanie when everybody was saying Chaka was going to eat her up. That's what he meant by the comment. It's a Brooklyn thing. Oh, okay. Because I'm like, but I don't trust him. Nee, because he always saying something slick and shady. And he really gets on my nerves. And he's another one of them good old appropriators. So if he was being decent this time, then I guess we can give him a pass. But he should practice talking less. I'm telling you. So at least this time, it looks like this time he wasn't being so terrible. Oh, you another one that always said Nikki looked like Chaka. Yeah, she favors Chaka. When you look at Chaka Khan's old pictures, they could go for cousins. JC said when they were late, somebody wrote, I'll take Chaka Khan or Shaka Zulu at this point. Yeah, the comments were silly. And can we talk about how bad the stream was on Instagram? Many people ended up having to leave. I think most people had to leave the Instagram viewing of the Verzuz and come over to YouTube to YouTube Verzuz in order to watch it. The stream was bad. When I first went to look at it, JC told me it was bad, but when I got there, it was playing pretty smooth, and then it started hopscotching. It was really, really horrible. Now you thought this was gonna be one of the best verses because we all know both of them can hold their own. Yes, I was expecting that too because we are talking about two, like I said, iconic singers. Reed Wilson said the only problem I have is if you're not gonna do it right, then don't do it at all. And her family shouldn't have let her went out there like that. Yeah, I think so too. But Reed, let's be real, could they really have stopped her? You know what I'm saying? We don't know whether that lady is a safe, friendly, happy drunk or a mean drunk if you say something she don't like. And I'm not I'm not calling her a drunk. I'm just saying, like, you can't tell everybody what to do. Some people, you can kind of convince them and talk to them and be like, Mama, come on, let's just go home. But they might not have been able to. Y'all, excuse me, I got hiccups. Yeah, so it was a lot, but the stream was horrible. You said it was bad for Instagram and Twitter. Okay. Now, if it did crash, I didn't hang around to see the crash. I know once it kept like stalling out, I just left. Hey Shirley, say he did good to be. She did good to be real tipsy. She did. I want to say like halfway through the show, you could tell she was starting to. Y'all, these hiccups are hurting my chest. Sorry. But like halfway through the show, you could kind of tell that she was starting to stabilize or normalize or whatever. Y'all, excuse me. I was trying to drink as quick as possible. If these hiccups don't go away, y'all gonna have to tell me how to get rid of them. That was horrible. What you say? Diamond Pearl Jim say Chaka looked like she could throw them fists. I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't know if they, if it was a good idea to tell her just go home, right? Yeah, her voice was nice. She just, for whatever reason, I think she had a little difficulty remembering them words. The words got a little iffy at one point. Reed says, yes, Chaka didn't want to do it because she already declined. Stephanie Mills offered to do it. Stephanie said on the Breakfast Club, they had been tried to do it, and now we know why. Oh, see, I don't watch the Breakfast Club because I can't stand Charlamagne. You say slow, deep breaths will help with hiccups. Okay. I'm going to see if they go away. If they do, then, then I know what to do. Cool Jen, you say try holding your breath. Happy midnight. Well, happy midnight to you too. That's what I'm talking about. So that's what happened with that. I ain't really got a lot more for it. The voices were beautiful. It's always good to go down memory lane. Memory lane was bumping tonight. So like I said, I enjoyed Stephanie. I enjoyed watching the sisterhood, the camaraderie. I enjoyed watching the love. How they just embraced each other and loved on each other was absolutely everything to me. Like it was everything. And I love the fact that Stephanie made it clear, like this ain't no competition. And that's something that we see a lot in the music business. They like to pit women against each other. Like it's got to be one or the other. Like it's not enough room for everybody. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know whether anybody should have been telling her nothing, too much, unless you can bob and weave. Yes, they are both legends. Absolutely. Say you like her, but that was a little much. I'm sure she let some fans down. Yeah, that's true. It could be. Hard candy for hiccups. All right. Thank you, sis. I think I got some hard candy here. I keep it. I got my goddaughter's children are my surrogate grandbabies, so I try to keep hard candy for them little jokers. So overall, it was good to see these queens. Showbiz ain't easy. It's not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, oh yeah, they do. They stabilize real good when they get to fighting. Oh yeah, I do know that Chaka was a member of the Black Panthers film 5555. Love that lady. Yeah, I caught that. You said if Michael and Prince were here to do one, the internet would shut down. It would. And fun fact, I don't know how many of y'all knew Stephanie Mills used to date Michael Jackson back when he was still black. I thought that was so neat, you know. I've heard lots of stories about when Michael was still black, and you know he was actually like really, really black. So it was just, you know, I guess you never know what can make a person kind of flip out and change up a little bit. But anyway, let's get on to our regular. All right, JRW, how you doing, boo? Say it was good to see them together. Oh yeah, she slurred, but it was awesome. Good. It was really awesome to see them together. It really made me happy. Read what you say. I'm still pulling for Chaka because Stephanie almost made me cry because she held her down like a friend is supposed to. So the one thing we can take from it is Stephanie taught us how to be a friend. That's right. That's right. You say before he turned into the white lady. Yeah, well, I mean, he got even stranger once he turned into the Asian lady. Rochelle, he was still black back then. You know, you got to talk about, you know, black Michael, light-skinned Michael, new nose Michael, Jerry Curl Michael, Pepsi Cola Flame Michael. Then you got white Michael and Asian Michael. You know, he went through a metamorphosis. Mm-hmm. You say it was behind the Wiz. New York was mad because she didn't get the part in the movie. I maybe you might be answering somebody else. So I'm gonna I don't know. Oh no, they were dating. Like you have to hear her talk about it. Like she speaks about him fondly. When he was still black, he was dating the little bitty, cute and tiny, adorable, talented Stephanie Mills. That's right. They were dating. Mm-hmm. Yes, the Asian lady. Lala says, missed the battle, but I'll catch the replay. I heard Stephanie mention that. Yeah, Stephanie did mention that she and Michael Jackson used to date. That's right. And then he, you know, started doing some strange things. Dr. J, you say sometimes people don't share if they had a stroke. Ah, I thought about that too when she was doing all that. I'm like, well, maybe she didn't just drink. That's why I say I don't want to say she was drunk because I don't know that. That's why you heard me say it could have been medication. It could have been anything. I don't know. I felt something, you know, watching her teeter-totter around. And then after she took them heels off and she put on them Brogane boots and she was still teetering. Like it was kind of cute and funny if she had been drinking, but just in case it wasn't, and I don't know, but I did notice her stabilize. Like she started to like get straight halfway to show. That's the only thing. I'm like, well, maybe it still could have been medication. Maybe it was wearing off, or maybe it could have been, you know, I don't want to say it was the Ciroc. I don't want to say it. It might be true, but I don't want to say it. Say it's bad when Affion and Spice won't do a recap. They showing the Queen's grace because tonight was a hot mess. Yeah, man. You know, we still got to be respectful. Still got to be respectful. You say Michael was dating Stephanie when he did the Wiz with Diana Ross. See, I didn't know the time frame, but I know they used to date. I didn't know they used to date. That's what you was talking about, Vanessa, because I might not have understood what the comment was. Y'all know I ain't that bright. DT saying, you 27, but you read about him dating somewhere. Yeah, me too, DT. 27, me too. Yeah. I like that. Okay. So let's move on, because we ain't going to do too much on that. Yeah, that's what I heard. Say Stephanie dated Michael, but the industry wanted him to date Kathy Sledge. Right. You know, they put a lot of people together because they, you know, what looks good to them. That's what they, you know, it's a look they going for, and it's not usually for genuine reasons. It's always a machine behind it. So y'all know how we do on the front porch? We go from the light to the heavy. So the lightest thing on the agenda tonight, let's go to some clear people shenanigans, right? All right. In the world of clear shenanigans, we got a California couple who stole about $20 million in Carnival 19 relief money. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And they stole the money, $20 million. And they had on their ankle bracelets, you know, them fancy bracelets from the courthouse. And they said that these people cut off the electronic monitoring bracelets, cut off the ankle monitors, left a goodbye note for their children, and they have absconded. Now, they've been fugitives, y'all, since August. But this is the part that made me laugh a little bit. Like, it was funny, but it was pitiful, right? Hey, LEL. No, you ain't late, baby. You ain't late. DC, what you say, 30 more people? Please hit the like button, help a girl out. Thank you so much. And so you say clear nanigans. I like clear nanigans. Clear nanigans works. So this is to me, this is the punchline. Not only did they run away, been fugitives since August, right? They tried them in abstention. So they convicted them without them being there. Because you know they can try you in abstention even if you run off. Oh yeah, they did that. And so apparently during the trial and the conviction and the sentencing, the husband was sentenced to 17 years. The wife got sentenced to 6 years. And the man's brother got 5 years. And these people are fugitives. Now, y'all would think that's the funniest thing about this whole thing. You were dumb enough to steal $20 million from the biggest thieves on the planet. Thieves don't like no competition. Yeah, left a goodbye note to the children. How do you leave a goodbye note to your kids? Oh, these clear people, crazy. DT say, oh gosh, Seanitra, at this point, we need an entirely different segment called Clear People Shenanigans or Unbuttered, Unseasoned People. Do it again. I like the last one. LEL say only clear people will be allowed to leave the house and wear ankle bracelet after stealing 20 million big ones. I hope they don't catch them. Y'all system worked against y'all. That's right. That's right. You gave them ankle bracelets. Meanwhile, Ray got caught with a nickel bag of reefer and they put him in the county and held him there for 6 months. These people took $20 million doggone dollars, got an ankle monitor and cut it off and left a goodbye note to the children. Yes, the mayonnaise of it all, baby. Hellman's is showing their tail. I laughed my entire behind off. I say, not the clear people that ran for the border, fugitives since August, and you still ain't caught them. I'm trying to figure out if them people still alive. Okay? I'm just saying. So next up, and I think this one is a little light too, in my opinion. Now, Tampa Bay Bucks player Antonio Brown, he done made it to the gossip rags. Apparently, his personal chef, one of them Hispanic folks, he decided that he was going to call and report Antonio Brown. And he said that his girlfriend, now get this, I want y'all to hear what this man said. They said, the personal chef, the former personal chef said that Antonio Brown didn't contact him. He said that Antonio Brown's girlfriend contacted him and asked him to get him a fake jab card to say he'd been jabbed so he could keep playing the game and offered him $500. Now, apparently there was some text messages, whether it's really from the girl or whether he faked it. We don't know that part yet, but he did have screenshots to show that somebody texted him. We don't know who, but claims that it was Antonio Brown's girlfriend, texted him and asked him if he could get the fake jab card and actually offered to pay $500 for the fake jab card. Now, apparently this ex-person, the chef, is saying he only coming out because he said Mr. Brown owes him 10 stacks, $10,000. And that's why he telling everything. Lord, LEL said, this ain't even mayonnaise. This is expired Miracle Whip. Right. You say them clear people in Bora Bora doing the Macarena. They might be. They might be. Lord, what in the Jim Carrey fun with Dick and Jane is going on? You crazy. Girl, the goodbye note took me out. And okay, so let's ask this. What do you put in a goodbye note to your children after you steal $20 million and take off running? And now they ain't got no mama or daddy. I don't know what you would put in that goodbye note. But yeah, them people took off. They took off. But yeah, I couldn't get over that story with Antonio Brown. Why people took that to the public, I don't know. It's too many holes in the story. Yeah, that's a good girlfriend if she really did do it. Oh yeah, court documents, screenshots. He said he got screenshots, child. Yeah, from July 2nd. But y'all know I can assign anybody's number to something and text myself. We don't know that, at the time he was working there as a personal chef. We don't know whether he picked up that lady's phone and texted himself and deleted the message. You know what I'm saying? Too many holes in the story. And the fact that he had the nerve to say the man owed him $10,000 and that's why he telling. I say, now come on, sir. Come on now. Let's not do this. So, but he claims that he didn't get him one. He said, I didn't get him one, and that's that. You say that's what's in the note. Your college is paid for. Bye. Oh my. So listen, that ain't it. That ain't all. He said, I didn't get him one, but weeks later, he went and got one somewhere else. How you know that man went and got one somewhere else? You can't tell nobody where they got it. So anyway, y'all, the long story short on this story, which is actually funny to me, is that the Bucks organization is like, nope, everybody turned in complete stuff, and this ain't true. So you really done came out, made yourself look ridiculous. You telling us a story that sounds crazy. The girlfriend texted you to offer you $500 and claimed it was for this man who's got plenty of money. You claim he owes you $10,000. Which I'm sure he could have paid it if he owed you $10,000, considering that he is a professional ball player. And why are you the former personal chef? This sounds like I got fired and I'm finna tell a story on you. What y'all think about this? This is a bit much. Rochelle said Ray could have got that car for $20, and I believe it. I do. Country Mama say I love y'all, but love, money, and freedom are more. See you on the lookout for Christmas gifts. Wait, see you be on the lookout for Christmas gifts. Oh, okay, gotcha, girl. Hey, man, I'm just saying, like, some stories, you have to tell me something that makes sense. You can't just tell me anything and I'm going to run with it because you said it. And it scared me because you got people that really live like that. Anything somebody tell them, they run with it without even trying to see if it makes sense at all. Right, fake news. Diamond Pearl Jim, you think he just mad because he got fired because he ain't got no job? I believe it. I believe that. And yes, y'all, please hit that like video. So that's that on that story. Let's move right along. Let's mosey. Let's shake it up. Shake it up. So Tammy Roman, y'all. Tammy Roman was on the Real. Y'all know Tammy. Tammy from Real World. Tammy from Basketball Wives LA. Tammy from all kind of random roles and shows, and Tammy from I Will Cuss You Out and Smack You Up. Y'all know Tammy Roman. So she was on the Real, and she up there talking to them ladies, y'all. And she said, get this, she is giving her husband permission to go out and get a baby with another woman. Hey, glory. Now, you know it's men getting put out all across America for outside kids. Tammy is telling the man to go get an outside kid, y'all. I love Tammy, but Tammy crazy. She said you can go get a baby with somebody else. She don't want to penalize him for, the situation. That's right. Tammy with the quick hands. That's right. What'd you say, Tammy with the good hands? Right. That's the one. So Tammy say that she putting it on her career. Like, I ain't got time. My career, some things is moving in my favor. This ain't the time to be having no baby. Now, what Tammy left out of that interview is that she tried for the longest to get a baby with that man. She done paid for all kind of procedures and jumped through 100 rings of fire. I think the real issue is that Tammy knows she can't have no baby. And I'm not, making her feel bad about her reproductive system. I do know that some of us have babies very easy. Some of us don't. And we got to look at Tammy's advanced age. Now, I'm still 25, and I believe Tammy might be 25 too. But what we fail to mention is sometimes that 25 be a little bit harder than others. So you know what I'm saying? You got the first 25, and then at a certain point, I don't know what anniversary of 25 she's at. However, at a certain point, it's coming up the rough side of the mountain 25. Okay. And so I don't think a baby's in the cards for her, whether her career's going right or not. So that's my thing. I'm just like, come on now, Tammy, let's be real. This ain't about your career. This about the fact that your eggs is powdered right now and they got to add water and stir real fast. That's what this is about. So Tammy say that, they could take a break for a year or 2 years and he can go out there and meet somebody and get a baby. And once he get the baby, then he could come back. Now, that's what she said. That's right, Helene. I remember that. As the daughter to carry the baby. I remember that. Quiet Storm said, I did not know diabetes took your sanity. I don't know. Maybe that's what happened. She might be, the sugar take a lot. The sugar can take a lot from you now. We ain't going to act like the sugar ain't a supervillain. Vanessa say Tammy ran out of money trying to buy one, so she gave up the ghost. Right. And mind you, I do feel for her. Women want babies as long as they want babies. And I'm not mad at you. We got sisters all over the world that's still in their 50s, making it pop, pop, pop. Janet Jackson was in her 50s and she made it pop, pop, pop. Oh, yeah. You say, oh, my. I say, oh, yeah. That's what Tammy say. Tammy say, look, I ain't going to leave you for no outside kid, but we're going to take a break while you out there. I guess Tammy said if you happen to catch something while you out there, yo, you on your own. LEL say, oh, Tammy wants a hoochie mama surrogate. I see what's going on. She trying to save some money. Right. I'm telling you. Y'all know them powdered eggs. Mine powdered too. You got to add water and get that fork and just whip them up real quick. Like you cooking something else. It's, it's the flick of the wrist, okay? It's the flick of the wrist. Lala said if she allows this, she opening a can of worms, honey. Pandora's box. Okay, Rochelle, you so crazy. Say, so then what time are we going to roll up on the girl? Better not roll up on that girl. You done used up for her uterus. Hey, Gaby. How you doing, darling? Good to see you. So that's that with that. Tammy's crazy. We all know it. This is not new information, y'all. So next up, we got Makeda's Bakery. Now, Makeda's Bakery, that's where they said the young man, Young Dolph, went to when, he met his end. He met his end. And it's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. LEL say Taco Bell eggs. Y'all so crazy. And what you say, your eggs won't even come back with the water. Oh, Lord. I ain't studying y'all. So anyway, they started a GoFundMe, which I thought that was a whole, I think it's a good idea. I think that was a whole stroke of genius because right now everybody still know their name. And, if your business suffered because somebody committed an act of violence, you got every right to ask the community for help. And I hope people kick in. Last I saw, people really were kicking in. So I hope people help them. I put a couple quarters in there. If y'all got it, see what y'all can do too, because this is real unfortunate. You folding clothes. Okay. So listen, she set up the GoFundMe. They say to try to get the business back up and running. And they saying that they're also going to need security. Now, this is the part that I wanted to drop on y'all because I'm kind of shocked. These people are saying they need security because they're getting death threats. Like people are threatening to kill. I'm like, what are the death threats for? They didn't do anything to that young man. Somebody else did. And I saw the footage of the camera with the person with their face covered up and whatnot. So clearly it's not a matter of these people did anything to this man. You can't believe that. So I don't know why they're getting death threats. And I really hope that part of it goes away. Definitely feel for that young man, his family, and his wife and children, because that's real pitiful. But yeah, they're definitely trying to get their business back up and running and also trying to get some security since we got crazy people that don't realize that they're not gangsters. You're strange looking little boys who hop around and make awful noises to a beat. That's what's going on here. It's like a group home set to music. That's all the new rap music is. This is a group home. Okay. You do feel like business will be booming once they reopen. I hope so. Definitely hope so. LEL said that they definitely need security or a new location. They provided camera footage, and these street goons have no sense. Oh, I didn't think about that. They might be angry because they did provide the footage, but it doesn't clearly show a face, so I'm not understanding. Still, why would y'all do that? But it would make sense that if they were dumb enough to think that it was acceptable to take somebody's life over whatever in the world they might have possibly been arguing about, unless this man did something to your kids or stole all your money, it just wasn't no reason for that. I'm sorry. Yes, very ignorant. These people are just trying to do business. They didn't ask for this. And if it is the people associated with the persons who committed this crime, and you threatening these people, making death threats because they turned over video footage, which they had no choice but to turn over, they're called warrants and subpoenas, right? But y'all the one came and brought that to these people's place of business. They didn't ask you to have no video footage. They ended up with video footage because you couldn't respect someone else's place, and you did not respect the value of human life. So that's why everybody got to this point. Hey, D. Marie. Gabriel, you say sick and tired of these talented young artists dying. When is it going to stop? Baby, when the Lord come back. That's the only thing I can tell you, because it looked like it's picking up momentum. The stupid is on a runaway train. That's all I can tell y'all. So next up, we got the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Baby, apparently these chicks went on Andy Cohen's show on Watch What Happens Live, and they decided they was finna shade Porsha. They was gonna quietly shade her. So it looks like from the clip I saw that they were playing a game, and they were naming people saying, are they all-stars? Are they not all-stars? So when Porsha Williams' name came up, of course, Kenya Williams ain't Kenya Moore, whatever that thing name is. She's not going to say she's an all-star, naturally. But I looked at Teresa with her lack of a forehead. I don't care what nobody say. Teresa Giudice is hammerhead sharp. I don't care. Throw rocks if you want to. I don't know nobody else on the planet who eyeballs sit on the side of their temples. Most people get a migraine. They can just rub their temples. She can't. She will put her eyes out. So she's sitting up there looking like the genetic experiment that she is. Melissa Gorga sitting up there looking like she smells something. Luann the man sitting up there talking about she not an all-star girl. I still say you're not a woman. I want paperwork. I'll stand by it. Also, now what interests me was the fact that you had Cynthia Bailey and Kyle Richards as the only two people that were nice enough to say she is an all-star. So I thought that was interesting and very cute. And it was interesting to me because Kenya says she's not an all-star, but Kenya, y'all came on the show at the exact same time. That's all I'm saying. Y'all came on at the same time. So I thought that was very, very interesting. You say Hammerhead Shark and her jail convictions. Right. Okay, court documents. I'm telling you the truth. This lady looked like she could hold her breath a real long time. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Hey, Casa say, Gaby said, I watched all 3 episodes of The Girl Trip. It's a snooze fest. It has to be. You got Ramona out there in that wrinkled chicken skin. Okay. You got Kenya Moore doing whatever in the hell she doing. Cynthia Bailey around there giving her wallpaper impersonation. I don't know if I can do it. You say Luann and her 70-pound blockhead. Yeah, she do got a big old head, but I ain't gonna say much because my head big too. So somebody with a small head gonna have to talk about that. LEL said too many Clear Housewives. I don't know. And then they threw in Ken of Beans. I will not be watching. Right. Said Teresa need to call Ashley to borrow some forehead. Yeah, either that or Teresa need to donate some of her hair or some of her hairline to Ashley, because Ashley looks like RoboCop. They could help each other. Right. That's all I'm saying. I see test tubes and beakers. So Teresa's edges meet her eyebrows, no forehead at all. Child, she looked like her whole face was just covered in hair and they just shaved off a couple of clean spots. I could be wrong, but that's kind of what it looked like to me. That's all I'm saying. Quiet Storm, you say so Kenya's still jealous of Porsha. Basically. She's jealous of her being younger, and I think she's definitely jealous of the fact that the public just kind of tends to seem to like Porsha. DT, thank you for the super chat. Say, Shenanitra, did you see my message on Instagram of fake Countess Luann, the duck-looking man, and her voice that sounds like an out-of-tune bassoon? You're tough. And yes, I did. You're crazy. Hey, Nacho Twins mama. Yes, y'all know Ramona got that wrinkled chicken skin. It scares me. Luann got a strong jawline. Luann got a strong face. Luann's face is strong as Bruce Willis in the Die Hard movies. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Trav say Porsha is an all-star. Kenya was just in interviews being nice about her. Melissa Mario brother Nintendo is not an all-star. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the more she stay on there, the more I see that some of what Teresa said about her is the God-heaven truth. Oh no, of course they never give those chicks in New York any heat about their race. That's why I don't watch that. I don't watch that show. Right. So why wait until Porsha? Why Porsha wait until now to speak up about R. Kelly? I'm not going to question that. A lot of women are victimized and never speak up. So if you speak up ever, I'm going to pat you on the back. And I'm glad you told your story, and I hope it gave you peace. JC say, Bumpy Magoo's hate for Porsha is old and tired. I don't like you right now. Why did you call that lady Bumpy Magoo? Oh, man. I can't. I will not. Just no. Yeah, I agree. And Rochelle, you say Luann looked more like a man than Tom did. I gotta agree with you. You know, I'm just saying, you know, she got some chiseled features. I'm just say that and leave it be. But anyway, with that situation with them trying to shade Porsha clapped back. You know, Porsha had to have something to say. Right. A lot of women are too embarrassed to tell. A lot of women are too embarrassed to say what happens to them. So the fact that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't me. I can't really, in good conscience, because I can't, you know, I can't tell nobody when they're comfortable to speak. Maybe she felt like it was safe to talk, or she was comfortable to talk about it openly. Now that this person is pretty much done for. Like, we ain't got to worry about him, you know, having no influence or having no pull. And that's the other thing. He had influence. So not that he could do anything to her, but he might have friends that might be able to shut some doors in her face if she didn't play ball. So, you know, you have to take all that into account when we start asking, well, how come people didn't say stuff when we wanted them to say it? You know, it don't always go that way. It's not always that simple. Okay, now wait a minute. Oh, here it is. I wanted to get the clap back, y'all. I just had to get this clap back. Because I said, all right, Porsha. You know, Porsha always kind of hold her own. She holds her own pretty good. So Porsha says in her clapback, she says, this is so cute, being that I was originally cast to head the All-Star show along with Giselle. Traveling during quarantine was our issue. Booked and busy when it came back around. Watch Porsha Family Matters November 28th and grab my book, Pursuit of Porsha. Shout out to Cynthia and Kyle. I said, well, all right. Now that's a classic clapback if I ever heard one. Lala say they picked the low-hanging fruit on Housewives. Right. I am through with y'all. Gabby say, I'm looking forward to the girls' trip number 3. I heard Nene and Kim will be on it. I don't know. That's what Dejan said too. I don't know whether that's the case. I did see some footage of Nene and Kim hugging and on like FaceTime or some type of video call. And dare I say, I was bored to tears. Let me just say that for the whole record. Bored to tears. I like Nene. I don't like him. I'm not sure why Nene feels the need to link up with that lady. But you know, that's just kind of their thing. Maybe that's the kind of person she understands. I don't know. I feel like Kim really don't even deserve to be in the same atmosphere with decent people. So y'all know it's been a while since we've been able to ask a back porch question. Let me get some ones in the chat if I can ask some grown people questions real quick tonight. We ain't gonna stay long, but it's been so long. I want to ask some grown people questions. Can I get a 1 if it's okay? Give me a 2 if you want to go to bed. But if it's okay for me to ask like a question real quick, or maybe 2. All right. I see 1s. Okay. So the first question for the night, and I'm not going to take long. I promise I'm not. The first question for the night, hey, Monique Clark, is what was a red flag that you ignored in your previous or current relationships that you wish you didn't? Hey, PJ Stewart, that's the question. I'm gonna put it back one more again. What was a red flag that you ignored in your previous or current relationship that you wish you didn't? Now let's get some answers to that one. Now that's just the the appetizer. That is the appetizer. You so crazy. I want some answers. As a matter of fact, let me put this StreamYard just in case I need to. Just in case one of y'all want to pop up. I need some answers. Hey, Miss MO1. Okay, so while y'all trying to think, I'm gonna be like Betty Wright. I don't want y'all to wait till I jump off the air and you be like, oh yeah, now I remember. So listen, wait. Hold on, DT got one for me. The guy I was dating took my jokes far too literally and seriously, so I had to side eye him. Okay, so in the beginning, did you ignore the red flag? Not having his own, and you kept talking to him. He managed money bad, red flag. Okay, you ignored that your husband didn't have any friends. Well, are you paying for it now? Is he clingy? Is he like a barnacle? Is he an octopus? Does he have 8 arms? Every time you go anywhere, is he there? Like, what happened? What happened because you ignored that red flag? He demeaned the fact that you traveled more than him, yet he hadn't traveled anywhere. Oh, he was one of those people. I'm going to insult what you do because I can't do it. He kept picking at the things you did. Oh, yeah. Red flag. Red flag. All right. Gaby said previous relationship, he lied about where he worked. Current, none. No red flags. I know that's right. He did. Oh, well, yeah. There you go. I'm sorry. Quiet Storm 87 say previous relationship, whether the first time he got so drunk, he was vomiting, and then I found a pipe in his pipe. Wait a doggone girl, that ain't a red flag, that's a glass flag. Y'all know we don't play the crack game. Oh no. Astute Queen B say, taking back my ex because I thought he grew up, but I realized he didn't. Okay. The first time you say you did initially, but the second time I just said thank you for your services. He had no savings. He had nothing. Oh Lord. DT said 28 people need to hit the like button. Y'all please hit the like button. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. Okay. Latavia said he would change the topic of marriage after a year of dating. Oh no, red flag. Massive red flag. That's red flag mountain. Red flag mountain. Too much. So then this one is one of those online questions. I think it's silly, but I want to hear what y'all think. Besides cheating, what destroys a relationship? Lord, that was your red flag that Jack Daniels was not a person. I'm through. And you ignored your ex's bad temper. Oh no, you can't. If you ignore them bad tempers, what you gonna end up with is that man that ended up beating that girl and ragdolling her. Don't ignore no bad temper. Yes, lies are teared out the frame. Okay, and it looked like us sisters, we don't like that lying stuff. Lack of compatibility. When they po and they got no money. Oh, lack of respect. Oh, yeah. When there's no respect, that will tear up a relationship. I got something on that in 1 second. Finances, yeah. A lot of marriages end because of finances, too. Let's see. Bad hygiene. Listen, ain't finna be no relationship if your hygiene bad. You ain't got to worry about me leaving you. I ain't never getting with you. Oh, I love your picture, Monique. No communication skills. Right. Nadia said bad in the boom boom room. She said if your hammer ain't swinging, we can't stay together. That's right. No empathy for other people. Good one. Ooh, Angela Tornez says lazy. All right. So listen. So let me ask this. When it comes to those things, like especially the not being communicative, not communicating properly, not being honest, do you think that's more of a male problem or a female problem? Now I'm finna get messy. Helene say jealousy. Addictions will tear it up too. Trav says lying because I get somewhere else too. I'm not ugly. Right. Yeah. You can go somewhere else. Like we ain't nobody stuck. Not these days. Even the ugly ain't stuck. It's just one surgery away. Who is worse when it comes to not communicating, not being honest, not managing money? Is this a male problem or a female problem? I want to know what y'all think. Now, Deandra said both. Gaby said male for sure. Lala says definitely men. Okay. Kaiser Sose says both. Gaby says men. Okay, so see, this is my thing, right? I'm going to say, as women, and please don't y'all throw no rocks at me. As women, I think sometimes we are terrible at communicating. Oh, if they boring and not romantic, yeah, that'll tear the relationship to shreds. Both with respect to different areas, right? Hold on. Both. Queen Bee says male. Glennis says men. Firestorm say mostly men, but definitely both. Dr. J say it's 80-20 to the males, right? Both those are personality traits and habits. Right. You better say it, Trail. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. That's why the girl love the numbers. But what I was going to say is I feel like when it comes to communication, just on that one, I feel like women, sisters, we don't always communicate properly. And what I mean by that, before y'all pick up y'all rocks, I feel like a lot of times women become emotional, and so they're not really communicating sometimes what the problem is. They're communicating their feelings about the problem more than the actual problems. And I think that happens with women because sometimes we get so caught up in the emotion that we're not thinking logically. So we never really dig down to what actually causes the problem. That's what I think. Now, Latavia, you say you can admit you struggle with communication with your past relationships. Right. Oh, yeah, definitely both. Lord, Dr. J already got bricks. Lord, I'm scared. D. Marie say, I can agree with that. Yeah, like sometimes we feel like we're communicating when we're not because we get in our feelings. Nacho Twins mama said we want them to read our minds. Right. And throw a fit when they don't. Throw a whole fit. Now, hold on. Y'all, excuse me. But throw a fit when they don't. But this is the other thing. I think a lot of times men communicate just fine. Men communicate, but because it's not in a way that we like, or they say something that we don't care for, or something that we feel like just can't possibly be what they really feel, we dismiss a lot of what men tell us. I think men are a lot better at just straightforward, blunt communication. And I think women, because we tend to get real cerebral. We want to analyze stuff that don't need no analysis. And so we end up dismissing a whole lot of what a man is telling you. For example, I know some sisters that started doing the horizontal mambo with men who told them, I don't want a relationship. I don't be catching feelings. I just want to do my thing. And they continue because they're getting a feeling that makes them, they got these euphoric feelings, the endorphins, and they're rushing, their hormones are popping like Crisco. And to them, it feels like love. They equate those feelings with a love emotion. So no matter what that man said, they throw it out the window, only to find out that the man is telling you he really meant what he said, and he don't want no relationship with you, but he would take, a medium piece of your stuff. He'll take a medium with fries. Yeah, but a lot of times brothers will really tell you who they are if you listen. That's all I'm saying. I think they listen. I think we need to listen, because a lot of times they tell you. Lala says, I communicate, then I become emotional if my needs aren't met. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm not saying all sisters. I'm just saying I feel like, if we're going to keep it all the way 100, a lot of times as women, we are not the best communicators. We just not. Quiet Storm 87 says, we as women do hear only what we want to hear. Right. And then throw a fit when the person really was telling you the truth in the beginning. They told you who they were. It just didn't fit who you wanted them to be. So you walked around on your own, choosing to operate within a fantasy that this person was somebody different than what he showed you and told you. Say, trying to get a male in therapy, you need a gun, girl, and a bulldozer, and holy water, and rope, and duct tape, and a gag. Wait, and listen to the table. She's spilling her own tea. She put a hanging, a whole lot of ladies song. I don't know the whole lot of ladies song. Let's just say, yep, that's true. They will tell you. Right. Who is singing? I don't know. So I thought those were interesting. So that was fun. I'm not trying to do too much with it because we're going to get up out of here. We're going to get up out of here. Because we're not going to stay that long, because we got to come back in the morning. And I know for a fact, some of y'all got to go to work. Some of y'all got to go to school. Some of y'all got errands to run early in the day. So we're not going to stay all night. When it comes to Saturday, we'll hang and bump it on Saturday. And then tomorrow I might do another dance party over on Twitch. We'll just see how that goes. But in the meanwhile, I enjoyed y'all. Y'all a whole lot of fun, like you always are. Those of you who hit the like button, I want to personally thank you so much. And if you have not hit the like button, you know what I'm going to tell you. It is not too late. Reach over there, hit the like button. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit the notification bell too. And make sure you click all so you know every time we go live while we over here laughing, playing, and having a good time. Also, have a good night. Hit that like button on the way out. We'll see you in the morning. I enjoyed y'all. We had a good time. The Verzuz was interesting, but entertaining. So I'm glad we could come over here and talk about all that together. Again, I appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to you again in the morning at Good Morning Royals and our morning update. Talk to you then. Bye, y'all.